Today is Thursday, January 19th, 2023. It is our very first consultation for our Art Tank winner, Bush Sebar of Goma, Congo. Bush, he won the Art Tank competition whoop, whoop, in Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya, at the 5th International Conference on Art for Social Transformation. And we were so happy to have him compete with the approval of the audience. He was the people's choice. Not only was he selected by the judges that were both young and old, but he was also the people's choice. And our audience in Kenya were primarily young people.
Kim, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, it was so nice to see the young people really show up and show out for you, Bush. We're so glad to have Akebulan's co-founder, Miss Swatara Olushola, and you guys are both now live in Kigali doing our first consultation of the year. I'm going to let you get started. And thank you again, both of you, for being vested in development of art as a tool for social transformation. Are you also muted? I see lips.
Wow, I did the exact same thing. Okay, I'll try that again. Thank you also, Kim, for organizing this and just having a organizational, revolutionary, artistic, entrepreneurial spirit and using all your powers for good around the world. So that being said, we are here live in Kigali, Rwanda, myself and Bush. Yeah. And so beyond that name, which holds a lot of power, I want to let Bush tell you all who he is and more about his experience during the Artisan Conference, winning the Art Tank competition, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm very happy today to meet you, Swatara, and I'm also happy to be here now, just to talk a little bit about me, about how my experience to go to the Art Tank competition and to go to the conference in Nairobi. First, my name is Bush Sebar. I am dancer running the Invisible Kids Academy in Congo, in Academy of Children. I'm supporting them through arts, just through dance. I'm talking about kids from the street, that we support them from the street and from different bad life, that we want to change their life using art, using dance. Was not easy for me to go to Nairobi, to Kenya, to meet you or to the conference, but I'm happy that I did it. The information I've got from Shana, and I started getting different the way and different money that I save myself to get ticket to go to Nairobi. I'm happy that I did it. It was not easy, but I did it. And this was a big dream for myself, to join you to the conference so that I can get more experience from you. I'm getting more classes from different teachers who was at the conference. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know even if there are a competition in the conference. I got the information when I got there, and I was like, why not? I can join too. And I joined into the competition. So I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But after the explications, I was like, I can do it. I can just try and talk about what I'm doing, and maybe people like, and then I win the competition. for me, I was like, let me go, let me compete. And I know that I'm going just to do something, just to win, because always believe in me and believe on what I'm doing. And what I know is that people could just like what I'm doing. As you know, everyone knows Congo, everyone knows what is happening in Congo, where is no security. So many kids there are orphans. Some kids are going to the street. Even the school, no free school. So that some people who are not able to teach or to send them their kids to the school. So the kids start going to the street and decide to go to the street. Yeah. In Congo is the country where a kid of 5 or 6 years, he already know how to teach man of himself or sometimes to support his family. This is Congo. You are going to meet kids with 8 years. They know how to go to the market and work and teach money because of bad life. This is how so many kids are growing in Congo. Yeah, so they are struggling. And for me, I was like, maybe with what I'm doing in dance, maybe I can change something, because myself, the art or dance changed me. So I was like, if dance or art changed me, maybe it can change also different people or different kids there. And now I'm happy that it's step by step, things are changing. Because now we have some kids, we are now 4 years living together, and now they start growing and they start thinking on their future now because of the art, because of the dance they are doing. So I was like, I'm going to join this competition because this is a really big opportunity. After me to hear that the one who we win is going to do 12 months working with the TA and suited. So I was like, let me join this competition. And I was like, I will do it. I will do something and I hope maybe I win. So it was good for me. And if you remember, I even cried on the stage. So for me, crying is
Had
not,
everybody else crying.
yeah. I was crying. For me, it's just mean I was not crying because I'm happy. No. Yeah, I was not crying because I'm happy, but I was crying because I'm sad. Yeah, I was crying because before I start the competition, I was like, if I don't win this competition, yeah, I will be happy, yes, because I traveled, I gone to Nairobi, but I was like, when I come back, so the kids are going to ask me, okay, you are coming from Nairobi, so now we don't have food, for example, when you are coming to Nairobi. So for me, I was just thinking on our life, and I was thinking on what we are doing there is not easy. You know, we all see young. Myself, I see young and I still need care, but I decided to take care. So for me, I was sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, why do I do this? But I'm like, I don't have choice, because it's I can say it's not even something that I want to do. Sometimes it's like, this is maybe how God plans my life. Yeah, because if I can just see some years ago, I didn't know what is a project. I didn't know this. Okay, if I do this academy, I can do this. I didn't know. So for me, I was like, oh, I just want to support children. And some kids was coming to me, yeah, because you know, kids, they love dance, they love art. So they was coming to me. So for me, I was like, okay, you guys come join me. So then we do something. By step, drawing, meet different people, getting different experiences from different people. That's how we started to work with kids. So
how old are you, Bush?
I am now 22 years, because Saturday is my birthday. This Saturday, so tomorrow, then Saturday is my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, for 22
happy
years.
early birthday. And Bush is 22.
Yeah. Yeah, so I even cried after winning the art competition, I was just thinking on my life, and I was just thinking on where we are. I was thinking on how I struggled because before I go to Nairobi, I dreamed to come and join you to the, I think, to the conference. I dreamed too much. I was like, how do I have to go there? Sometime I'm not able to go there, but I was like, I have to do my best to go there. And then the competition was like a surprise. It was like surprise, but I'm happy that I did my best and I joined the competition, and I got this chance to work with the TA Institute. And for now,
How did your team respond when you came back with the good news? Or do they know?
No, Jay. Okay. After getting the news in the just to the media, I tried to share. So, I remember before I go back to Congo, everyone was like, Bush, you're the best winner now. Come please. So many people posted me in Goma. So many people they shared that Bush is a winner in Nairobi. Bush is a winner in Nairobi.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can even say there's something changed. There's something changed to myself. Just in me, I feel it. I'm like, I'm not the same one. Yeah, after coming to Nairobi, there are so many things I learned from you all teaching, from Nata, from the guy from Ghana, from Ethiopia.
Yes,
So I learned too much. Yeah, I learned too much there, and it's changed so many things in my mind. So I can say even the way I was like last time, because before I come, for now it's just a little bit different. So when I was Goma, everyone was like, "Oh, Bush, you're the winner, you're the winner, you're the winner, you're the winner. So come and give us something." So I was like, "Okay, don't worry about it. I will come back." I was very happy to do this. I was very happy just to win this competition. But without winning the competition, out of these kind of classes, I was very happy to learn from all of the different teachers. And I was really, really happy to know you all because of the conference. I meet you. Because of the conference, I meet Kim, I meet Shana. Long time I dreamed to meet Shana because we was just talking. But because of the conference, we meet. I meet so many guys from East Africa, and now maybe now I can travel to East Africa, and now I know I have someone who knows me there because of the conference. And so
like Kigali.
Even Kigali, yeah. Even Kigali, if I'm in Kigali, I will just text you to tell you, okay, I'm in Kigali. So I can just say, all of that are like the benefits I'm getting from the conference. Yeah, so for me, I can say there's something changing. And imagine 1 month only working with the conference as the winner could have working with the TA Institute, and they will be supporting every month. So I can say I did for the first month, I did a big work. I did a big work. So I imagine 12 months working with the conference, this will be something big. And I hope the kids are going to get so many things from the conference and from the TA Institute. Another thing is like, since I was born, since I'm very, very too young, I was like, oh, I want to travel. Even my name is, okay, my traditional name is Mugenzi. Mugenzi, yeah. Mugenzi.
I like that name.
Yeah. Mugenzi is mean someone in travels, a traveler, like this, someone traveling. This mean Mugenzi. And so for me, I was like, I want to travel. Yeah. Even coming to Nairobi, I was like, I'm going there because I want to travel. Yeah. So after coming to Nairobi to the conference, when I don't know what I'm going to do, when I don't know why I'm going there, just because I got the information, I got another chance to travel to Zimbabwe. Yeah, I didn't know one day I can go to Zimbabwe. Yeah, sometime I can think, okay, I can go to Tanzania, I can go to Burundi because it's just around of Congo.
Yeah.
But Zimbabwe, I didn't think one day I can travel there. So I'm very happy that because of the TA and SUTIT, because of the conference, because of the ARTIZEN competition, now I can travel. I think myself, I'm growing as artists, and I'm happy that day by day I'm getting different experiences, and I'm happy that day by day I meet different people, and I just make new knowledge, and I'm happy that I won the competition, and without the competition, you are still teaching me more. This is what I can say. Yeah, this is what I can say. I think I have too much to say, but
that's okay. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was plenty. And I know you have much more you could say. But I can say that I was there. I was actually one of the judges in the Art Tank competition. It was judged extremely fairly. There were other great competitors, and Bush just came out on top. He just did. It was meant to be. It was very close, the scores. And I'm glad you came too. Also, the impact, like Bush just had a way of having a lasting impact on people, like first impression. I already feel like Bush is like a little brother to me. I said that after the conference. We have a picture outside of the second orphanage we went to. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah. And I posted the picture. Yeah. I was like, this is my little brother, Bush.
Wow. I'm happy to have a sister.
Yeah. I mean, and he reached out to me like, hey, I'm in Kigali. And I'm like, what? Okay. I mean, you cannot leave Kigali without coming by here and letting me see your face. And even in that short time from the conference, like I can see the growth. I can see that you have grown. It wasn't that long ago, but really? I can, it's just like a innate wisdom there that's blossoming within you. Wow. So we'll hand it back to Sister Kim so she can guide us further.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say that we are again appreciative to Shauna Lim, who you've been texting with and e-meeting with for several years now, telling you about the work of the Artisan Conference. So now, Spatara, as the co-founder of Akebulan Investments in Kigali, who just launched this initiative and in preparation for the Ujama investment tour in East Africa this October, what can you communicate to Bush around the importance of having a value system as an artpreneur? Today's workshop is about him understanding the importance of his own value system as he looks to be sustainable and develop sustainable initiatives using his art form. And so we're looking at, I'm sorry, we're looking at your own first and foremost value system, and what would you communicate to him about the value of values?
Okay, thank you, Sister Kim. First, I'll start by saying, and I'm gonna circle back to the competition this last time, but this is likely a large part of the reason you won, because what you presented came from a very genuine and real place. It wasn't like, oh, I have to come up with something really quickly that I think will pull on people's heartstrings. It was, no, like, in your presentation, or you just speaking just now, 5 minutes ago, you really painted a picture of the invisible kids, you know, of seeing a 5-year-old or 8-year-old at the market working to support their family, you know, every day, to support themselves, to have something to eat. We could visualize these children waiting on you to return with good news. You know what I mean? And even you coming here to my house this evening, you got right into it with my son. Teaching him to dance, teaching him a dance lesson. Like, he danced for you because that's something he's passionate about. And then you just poured into that and pulled more out of him, because that's a part of your calling, a part of who you are. You guiding and leading children and wanting to see the best for them comes from here. Here.
Oh yeah,
Inside of there.
Okay.
Inside of you. And that is something that's bigger than both of us. And when you have a foundation like that, then it makes your work not become work anymore. It's not work. It's what I'm meant to do. This is a divine assignment. And that's the same for me. Sister Kim talked about Akebulan Investments, even the capacity I went to the conference in, teaching about being intentional with our art. And that doesn't only apply to art, that just happened to be the Artisan Conference. It also applies to business. It also applies to our daily tasks in life, doing everything with intention. And that intention flourishes from, or evolves from, or is birthed from our values. What's important to us? What is the foundation of who we are in our life, or our business, or the way our household functions, and how do we build on top of that? That pretty much guides the trajectory of everything you do. It creates the path. It can make or break your success within business. With Akebulan Investments, yes, if you're just looking at it face value, oh, it's an investment firm. Okay, you know, there's thousands of investment firms. What makes yours different? There's thousands of orphanages. What makes yours different? What makes it different and what makes it unique is you. There's only one Bush. There's only one Mama Swat. Only I can bring to the table what I bring to the table, because there won't be another me. Okay. And that's very unique. And the set of values that I have, regardless of what's happening around me, I stand on this square. I want to see African people all over the world and other parts of the world sustain themselves and sustain communities wherever we are, through partnership, business partnerships with our brothers and sisters on the continent. I want to see African people everywhere see themselves as one. It's okay to maintain your individual culture or your individual traditions, but when it comes to who we are and the people we are one people. You and I are the same. Me and my brother Davis over there are the same. You and Baba Sintwali are the same. You can look at us and see that, okay? And the tribalism that is reinforced in our lives in so many ways. It's always, oh, I go to this school, oh, I represent this, or oh, I'm a part of this club and you not, or I'm a part of I live in this neighborhood. None of that matters, especially if it's just reinforcing division amongst us. Our power is our coming together. I won't go too far into that. Baba Sintwali has joined us. So it's me, Bush, Baba Sintwali. We're here in Kigali. If you're just joining us, we recapped on the Artisan Conference and Bush, and he was the Art Tank competition winner at the last Artisan Conference in Nairobi, Kenya. He talked a bit about what that experience was like and what he has happening in Nairobi, Kenya. no, in Ngoma, Congo. He won in Kenya. He's from the Congo. I don't want to get that wrong, but we're all one. And so we're talking about the value of values and having your business, your art, anything you do founded in that set of values, the importance of that, and how it affects the outcome of our endeavors ultimately.
Right. So I would say part of my timing just kind of finished tutoring a child, but like when we're talking about values, one of the reasons or part of our being here, my family in particular, is based off of our values, not simply getting out of the States for the sake of getting out of the States, but being that bridge, that connection between different cultures and different people. We've made contact with so many different people, not only from different cultures, but from different countries. And we are already connected with a pretty large network and community in the US. And not only is there value in that, but that's part of our value system to be able to make that connection and not be here solely for ourselves. We understand that it's a much bigger calling, a much bigger purpose for us to be here. Part of our understanding in that is that we all have different gifts to share, and we get closer to our purpose when we share those gifts.
So Bush, having heard that, and I know we said a lot, what would you say your values are? Like, what do you value most?
Yeah, before, just, are you mute? Can you-
Oh,
It looks like you guys have muted on your end. If you
we
could
have,
unmute.
we're doing a quick translation and we'll be right back.
Uh-huh. Well, while we do the translation, it looks like we have two new people in our room that I want to acknowledge. So Baba Haki, president of Teaching Artists Institute, has joined us. We, of course, know he was with us in Kenya, as well as Shauna Lim, one of your biggest advocates, the reason that you found out about the Artisan Conference out of Washington, D.C. So excited to have you here, Shauna, as well. We'll wait for the translation to be finished. Just wanted to shout them out. I'm sure they'll have a few words to say before this is all said and done for your first consultation. Wishing you well on your 12-month journey.
Nice. I'm glad to have been able to catch this invite on the thread.
Yes, we have to move this world. It's so nice. You being a dancer, the mantra of our organization, Teaching Artists Institute, is that we are the rhythm people, and that vibration is a rhythm. I think dancers express best, of course, and it's just nice that even though you're in DC, you have son of your own, that you're still finding new sons all over the world. And Bush, he's just about the age of, your son, and
Yes.
you're sharing that energy with them. So we're glad you told him about the opportunity. The new divide is the haves and the have-nots, and people will say, oh, that's not new, we've been having and not having. But the knowledge is the information that keeps us empowered, or keeps us from knowing how to be. And so, information is power, knowledge is still power, but the haves and the have-nots is now those who know and those that simply don't. Those who know who they are, know their values, those that know where opportunities are, those who know to connect. So Thank you for being the connector. We don't always value the connectors. They're like oxygen. We breathe all day long in and out, and we don't acknowledge breath enough. We don't acknowledge oxygen, air enough. And connectors in our spaces, they're like oxygen. So I just want to, I really want to take this time to acknowledge you as the connector, because they're the sustenance, right? In our artistic and artpreneurial ecosystem. So thank you again. It looks like they're finished with their translation work. So I'll let Mama Swat and Olusholas get back to our discussion around the value of values.
Hey,
Yeah, thank you, Mama Satara and Baba Satara for the translation. Yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, English, they don't be hard because we talk French in Congo. So myself, I just try to learn English, then sometimes I can express myself. Yeah, so as I'm a dancer, as I'm doing this this was like my dream to be a dancer. And I was like, focused I just want to work and still working hard in dance so that maybe in the future, I can just do more good in dancing. So I can say that every day by day, my variation is like in dance. So what I can say various for me is dance, because when I dance, I learn so many things. And when I dance, I'm able to cheer and support it. So this means that the family I have, the kids, the children I supporting, I just using them to support. I just using dance to support them. So I can say very for me is dance, because dance is important for me, and I'm happy that some kids will join me when they are very young and when they don't know anything. But by using a dance, I can just teach them, I can just educate them, and then in the future, they can be leaders. That's like, for example, for now, I have some kids living there. We are now with them long time ago. And for now, I can say they are leaders now. When I'm not there, they can walk, they can keep choreography, they can give advices to others and telling them, you guys, you have to do this, you have to do this, because for us, we are here a long time ago, and we just do this to be what we can now. So I can say, for me, dance as artists is the various that I can talking about. Yeah, more the dance and more arts in general. Is sometimes they do beatbox, sometimes they do hip hop, they can sing, they can rap sometimes. So all of that is arts. If I talk more about dance, it's because the base is dance. Because base is dance, everyone can dance. Even there are some kids there who can do different styles. Yeah, but so what I'm talking about is just, for me, arts, or for me, dance as artists is the various that I can talking about.
You said something really important that stuck out. You said that you've been doing it a while now, and there's children who've been with you a while now who are able to basically hold down the fort when you're away, or able to teach choreography or give advice, and basically keep the operation running when you're not there to do it yourself. And that is a sign of good leadership. That means you're a good leader. Because good leaders make more leaders, not followers. Okay.
And I'm very happy because they still very young. As I said, I'm very young. I'm 22. But now I have some kids with 16 years that they can take care of the other children. Yeah, they do good, and they try to organize things, even if I'm not there. Imagine when I have a big team working together, but sometimes I don't believe to my members, I believe to some of these kids who are growing with me. So because I'm just see the way they are working, I just see that the way they are organizing things, it's just different, because they are taking like inspirations to us, and they just want to do like us. I'm happy because always when I'm asking them about their dreams, they just say, "Oh, Bush, we have to do like what we are doing. We have also to support children in our generation." Yeah, so that's why I can say, for me, various could be arts, because using arts, I changed some kids, and I know they can also change. So if every kid will change like 100 of kids, 100 of kids, so that's the world we get the positive change. Yeah.
Yeah, because each child will then affect another person, and they'll affect another person and another person, all because of the seed you planted.
Yeah.
Okay, Sister Kim.
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay.
So as you talk about the importance of values and value systems, what would you say if you had to connect your value system to a financial institution? So in the Teaching Artists Institute, our motto is that culture is the new currency. And when we talk about that, we're talking about value system development. We're talking about barter and exchange. But in many ways, in the African worldview, we have been culturally derailed. And I'm not going to go into the history around the Industrial Revolution and the lack of manufacturing that takes place of raw goods in Africa. But what I do want to know from your own perspective, and this is a question on both sides, Akebulan Investments as well as Invisible Kids Goma Congo, if you connected your value system to a financial institution or a currency bearing institution, what would that look like? How does your cultural value system translate into the current economic systems that we live in?
Excellent question. Dr. Santwali?
So I would say to connect our value system to a financial institution, that looks like taking the different skills that we have at our disposal, taking those skills and not only sharing them with the community around us and abroad, but also making sure that those skills are able to be capitalized on. So that's to say, Swatara is a vocalist, she sings. So not only can that be done for the passion of that, but also it can be done to make some money on a personal scale as well as on a business scale. It can singing can be turned into a large business. The same way there's many international artists. They have markets that they feed into, and so the skills can be turned into a business. One of my trades is culinary, so I can pretty much go anywhere in the world that has fresh ingredients and be able to set up shop and make a restaurant. Not only would I be able to teach that skill to people in the area, but I can also make a profit out of that as well. And so being able to connect the different skills to be able to use it as an inroads for financial gain, as well as financial institutions. Majority of what we can do on our own is able to be capitalized on to be able to make profit off of it.
Nice. So I'm hearing skills bank, an inventory or a black pages, so to speak, of what skills we have in our community, and inventory of that, and then sharing that information, maybe through barter and trade, as an example. What else, Mama Swatara or Bush?
So I'm thinking, well, I feel like I touched the answer to this question a bit earlier when I talked about Akebulan Investments a little bit, because that kind of ties directly into the question. But our foundation our passion, our intention, if you will, is always liberation. You know, how can we get to the global liberation of African people? And I know that sounds like a huge undertaking, but when you feel called to do so, it doesn't feel that big anymore. And when you're called to do so and you live and walk in that, then the answers kind of come to you. And then you start to find like-minded people, and you all start to move in the same direction for the same reasons with the same intention. And what once felt, you know, mammoth size now doesn't feel so big. It was Sister Kim who said, bite by bite, you can eat a whole elephant. And it's the same with this. And even maybe in one bite, if enough people take one bite at one time. So the foundation of everything we do is global liberation. So we say, okay, let's start this investment firm. How can we utilize an investment firm as a tool to liberate Black people? That's the question on the table. And that's how we build our business around that question. Everything we do should be an answer to that. How can we use this business as a tool to liberate Black people? What about this business benefits our people as a whole? Because if it's not benefiting us, and if it's not getting us closer to that goal, then why are we doing this? You know, we're the ones who have to sleep at night. I could not be a part of anything that was the antithesis to that further mentally enslaved our people, that's further physically enslaved our people, and have that on my conscience when I sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like I likely wouldn't be here long if I had to live like that. And so that is a part of what it looks like. First, just knowing that everything we do within this financial institution is answering the question, is an answer to the question of how we liberate ourselves. Specifically in investment in Africa, there are, I mean, I'm not even gonna say there are, every other nation on the planet is afloat, is eating, is living, has the resources it has the comforts it has because of Africa, because of the resources here. If it wasn't because of the resources of Africa, then nobody would be here or would have ever come here trying to steal it. Or Congo wouldn't be speaking French, okay? Rwanda wouldn't be speaking French. People wouldn't be trying to learn English as much as they are, you know? That's not happening because there's nothing here. They're not having US Africa summits because nothing is here. No,
Everything is
they need all of the resources here. And well, I'm not gonna go that far, but they need the resources here. It is sustaining entire nations. Surely we can sustain ourselves. Surely we can find a way to sustain the natural environment and sustain our people who are here and economically empower both sides of the water in every direction. Surely we can find a way to do that. The investment firm is just a way. And we, in everything we do, we lead by example. This is just another manifestation of that. Like, yes, investment firms exist. We don't know how many of them exist that have our core values as the foundation. We don't know. We trust us to maintain those values because we know we won't sway, okay? We know that this is who we are. This is our passion. This is not something we learned. This is something I came out of my mama with, okay? This is the path our parents were on when we were in the womb. it is ingrained into our bones. So that being said, that is what it could and does look like within our institution. But that is what it could look like. And I'm not 100% sure that everybody understands the question. So I'll leave that there.
Well, we definitely understand the answer. That's for
Okay.
sure. The answer is Akebulan Investments. That's how you've connected your value system, your personal value and virtues to a financial institution. And you've created one that is a reflection of your trade and barter. You've created one that is a reflection of your skills inventory. You've created an institution that is a reflection of the most valuable resource in your value system, which it sounds like, just like in Thai, is the human resource. And so we very much appreciate the establishment of that institution. Bush, I know that language is a barrier, and I know that, I'm not French. Je ne sais quoi. I cannot, I don't speak any of the local languages in Goma. What I can say is that we're the rhythm people, and we will continue to value your abilities as an artist. And we're going to make an effort to communicate with you to the best of our ability. We hope that as we go on this 12-month journey, you understand that investing into your development is a part of our value system as an organization and a major part of the Art Tank competition. Is there anything over this 12-month journey that you want to learn from us? Is there anything in particular that you want to put on the agenda?
Yeah. I think I need to learn so much from you. And I can say, even now I'm learning. So that I can say anytime or any opportunity that just you let me know, so I can see learning from you. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy if I see the TA all the time you are working with East Africa, different countries who using the English language sometimes. But I'm happy as Congolese representing Congo. I'm happy also learning from you, because what I know is that Congolese people, Goma people, they need what you always teach. They need so many experiences from you. Yeah, because I can say many people there, they need healing. They need to understand things so that they can do things good. So I'm happy that I'm here and I'm learning, so that's what I'm learning. I can also share to my community. Yeah.
So it seems like you would like to learn from us ways to decolonize the minds of people where you're from.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I think I also heard something about healing.
Yeah.
Is there any way in particular that you are interested in bringing healing to yourself, to your community, to the young people that you serve?
Yeah. So I talk about healing. Yeah. So I just wanted to mean, like, for example, in Congo, in Goma, people still jealous. For example, if someone is developing himself, I'm jealous, and maybe I want to kill him. I want to give even like poison. In Goma, people, they are like, they don't believe in themselves, and they're like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not able to do it. Another thing is like, even to introduce themselves sometimes is difficult. You have so many things to say, but you are not able to say. In Goma, we see have people, or we see have youth who doesn't think on their future, but so many times they lose it in drugs, they lose it in some bad things. That's why I can say, even if no security, even if there are wars, sometimes I can say it's because of our youth, they don't have healing. So for me, I just want to mean that they need to understand things. They need to understand things, and they need to get chances. They need to get this kind of opportunity that from by myself I'm getting, so that they can heal it. Because what I know is from your experience, from his experience, from the experience of Kim, Shana, and others, it teach me on how I grow myself, on how I can do my things. So if our people could get this kind of experience, so that will be nice. That would change maybe Goma, or maybe more the province, or even all the Congo. Yeah. So that's why I was like, I still want to learn from you. I still want to know so many things and getting different experiences from you as I get it. As even now I'm getting the experience, so that's I can also share to the community in Congo.
I'm so glad that sharing is a major part of your value system. I think that a knowledge and skill share as a value is definitely going to build your capacity to be an artpreneur. That is a service, sharing knowledge. And so you can determine how to be compensated for that. Money is not the only form of compensation, but it is one of the forms of compensation. And I can just imagine so many ways that sharing knowledge and sharing what you say, healing, can be a major component of what you develop over the next 12 months. I want to give Shauna Lim, who's on the line with us, who is the reason, again, that you came to the Artisan Conference in Kenya, to speak a little about how she came to know you and why her value system has led her to tell you about the conference and to be a part of your development all the way in DC. Shauna, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Hello, Mama Satara and family. Bush. I have found recently that I'm not very good at these talking aspects, but I will say that I've always been drawn to Bush and his drive. He is an amazing individual, and he has now become my extended family over in Congo. So there's a piece of me in Congo now. And what he's done with these youth has just always impressed me, and how he comes up into development and just builds as such a young man. He has done so much as such a young person. He's definitely a staple example to many, and I just hope that through this connection that he's able to show other people and be a light to community and a beacon of light to others, and um, how he's come to be to show others that they can do this thing, or find a method that he can attach and teach to others. But
And
yes,
Shauna, what in your value system encouraged you to connect and support Bush in his journey?
what my value system, why my
Yeah.
value system connected.
What in your value system led you to want to connect with and support Bush in his journey?
Dance, the aspect of, well, when we first started doing connections, I was working with a specific project, Dancers Without Borders, And I had wanted to connect with dancers overseas to have dance, an individual's art be their way of bringing in money, because a lot of time we as artists were internationally, um, we're asking for money. We're like, hey, can you help fund this, or can you do this? And but being able to, as you say, like culture is currency, to be able to use arts overseas, cross-pollinating, teaching. He was able to teach a dance class, teaching the art that he can do, his specific unique art form, to make money, to raise money through individuals that wanted to learn that skill over here in the US by way of Zoom, in a way that they are able to learn Dumbolo that you won't find here. And they were able to learn that through somebody who knows it, and teaching in on their own terms without having to be in a certain framework of a studio. They weren't able to get that anywhere else. And so he was able to teach on his own in the way that he wanted to, something that folks here don't get a chance to grasp culturally. And I thought that was a beautiful thing. And being able to connect people on a level like that, I think is just very important.
Yes, I'm hearing you say that in your value system, connection is really important, especially international connection.
Mhm.
I also heard you, you said dance. I said, Shauna, tell me what's in your value system that encouraged you to connect with Bush. And you said dance.
Yes.
Art is of value. It's of extreme value. Me as a performing artist, a singer, you know, they say music is a universal language. And I presume that dance is as well. If you explain it in a way that Shauna explains it, it's nice that you guys had that opportunity at last year's Artisan Conference, and I hope you'll join us. Of course, Bush will definitely be there with us in Zimbabwe this coming year. So I think that's it for today. Bush, we'll see you next month. Enjoy the Olushola, their tribe, the House of O, the SWAT team.
Yeah. He
So
thought it was only Salama.
yeah. Oh no, she is the introduction to the SWAT team for sure. The tribe is real. And so is there any other questions you have for us, Bush? Anything at all?
I think I don't have a question, but I just have a little bit to say. What I want to say is just I want to be thankful, and I want to say thank you to Mama Swatara, because this was like a surprise. I didn't know I would just have a good time like this. And what I can say is just before I come is different on now. To me, just now in these little minutes we have now, there's something changed already in me. Yeah, and it's just a positive change. There's something good I'm coming to learn even now. And so I'm thankful and I'm happy to be here with you all. And then next month I will do my best then to be there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for blessing our home.
Indeed. This month you'll get your second installment of funding. What are you going to spend it on?
I'm sorry, the question again.
You will get your second payment from winning the competition. What will you get when you get your payment? What will you buy, or what will you do?
I think I get it 20 tomorrow. Yeah.
What will you spend it on?
Okay. Thank you for the question. Yeah, I think Shanna knows a little bit. We are building another place. We're building another place for the kids, because where we are, the place is not safe, and the owner of the center is trying to asking too much. So we decided to change, and we decided to go to another place. So we are just preparing to go to another place where we want to move and go to another place. So we are just building because the other place was old. So we want to renew different things there. So it's mean the another payment I got from the TA and CUTIP is going to help me to
Renovate.
yeah. It's going to help me for the move. Yeah, for the center is what I can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very worthy goal, and it'll come on the 21st. So happy birthday in advance.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Kwaheri, au revoir, and peace out.
Sawa.